This is Brian Hoops from Midwest Market Solutions, Market Insider TV. This is our opening commentary Friday. It is November the 14th. Good morning. It's almost deja vu from last Friday, where we see the stock market lower. Look at gold and silver plunging just like they did last Friday. Big drops there. And we saw going into the weekend, we saw cattle under a lot of selling pressure last weekend. And we look at yesterday, touching or nearly touching limit down in live cattle. Feeders did touch limit down, and we will have expanded limits in the feeder cattle today. All right, we're going to talk about markets here and what we can expect. I'll be doing RFD TV this morning at 8:15 Central Time. Hope to hear from you and have you tune in for that appearance. And if not, we will be posting it later on our YouTube channel. All right, overnight markets, look at them. Dollar index a little bit softer in here, which normally would equate to strength in the metals, but we're seeing 5% losses in silver and 3.5% in gold. This is a massive sell-off. The S&P futures are lower here, about 69, 70 points this morning. Pretty big drop, falling into upper end of a parallel uptrending channel. Should provide us a little bit of support while crude oil rallies. We were over $60 a barrel earlier this morning. Pulled back from recent highs, still holding nearly 2% gains overnight. While nat gas really falling here, 4% drop in the night session. So a lot of volatility in many of these markets. The grains, we're seeing corn unchanged, beans 1.5 higher, and the wheat is 4 to 5 cents better in the night session. And we expect to see volatility slow for grains until about 11 o'clock when we have the massive data dump from the USDA. We'll talk more about that here in just a second. So follow us on Twitter, Midwest Markets, and at Brian Hoops, and check out our website, MidwestMarketSolutions.com. We're going to do that website here very soon and roll that out for you, redesigned website. All right, news-wise, the October NOPA crush report comes out Monday, the 17th at 11 a.m. Crush is expected to be a record high of 209.55 million bushels, up sharply from September by almost 12 million. And well above last year's numbers of by 10 million bushels. Also would be ahead of the record, so this will be a new all-time record for all the months. The previous record was 206.6, so it looks like a very friendly NOPA crush number on Monday. That'll be 11 o'clock Central Time. Today, we'll have the WASDE report. That comes out at 11 o'clock. Trade is looking for a big drop in corn yields, from 186.7 down to 183.8. That's almost a 3 bushel per acre drop. That's their expectations, but ending stocks really don't fall. We had a September quarterly stocks report that showed big stocks on hand, and those stocks have to be accounted for in this report because we did not have the October report. So ending stocks probably going to be virtually unchanged. Question will be, what if yields don't fall as much as expected? Stocks could actually build. Soybean yields, I don't agree with this. Our office thought we'd see an increase in yields, but just a slight one, 53.6. So we'll see if the trade is right, if the USDA agrees with this, that yields in soybeans are coming down. And even with that drop in soybean yields, stocks expected to be steady to a little bit higher. We don't have time to account for the Chinese demand yet, and that is kind of a wild card if the USDA would try and account for that in this report. Wheat stocks expect to be virtually unchanged with a month ago. Now, one other thing that has just been noted from the USDA is yesterday they announced that all daily sales reported through the agency's reporting system, that's released at 8 o'clock Central Time every morning, were collected during the shutdown, and they'll all be dumped all at once this morning at 11 o'clock. So thanks a lot, USDA, for dumping all this data. We're 6 weeks of hopefully private export sales all at once. We could have announced it this morning and had us given a chance to react to that and then react to the supply and demand numbers, but we're going to get it all at one shot at 11 o'clock. So I'm not in favor of that at all. Cash trade in the South. Let's talk cattle here for a second. With the sharply lower futures that we mentioned, we saw live deals $3 lower in the South at 228. Dress trade was 350 to 355, mostly around that 351. That's going to be $8 softer. December cattle closed at 219, so we're $9 discount. Usually that should be friendly. Now there was some news yesterday that weighed on the feeder cattle that drug live cattle lower, And it was the fact that the USDA has opened a new sterile fly dispersal facility in Tampico, Mexico. And that is enough to drop these feeder cattle futures sharply lower, trying to eradicate the screw worm, and that weighed on the futures. We will have expanded limits in live and feeder cattle today. Have a great day, everyone. This has been Brian Hoops. Talk to you again soon.